Guitar Stuff with John.
Welcome to another Guitar Stuff with John. And it's a special day. We're quite happy here, as you can probably tell. My buddy, Guillaume de Silva, the main salesman slash designer slash wrangler of luthiers and guitar shop owners and guitar players and guys that do things that make us all happy and spend thousands of dollars.
Hello.
This is the man your wife should blame. Right here.
Partially.
We are here today because we got something really special for you. As you know, going back even to as far back as I can recall, there might have been something before it, but the first year that the private stocks came out,
Yes.
that led to limited edition, that led to the blacktops last year, and now
There's always something.
2026, there's another set of limited edition Bouchers.
Sir.
And boy, so it's a beautiful day here in Nova Scotia, strangely enough. And it's quite amazing, actually, because the weather's been terrible. And so Guillaume was outside helping my wife build a retaining wall for most of the afternoon.
You want to see my shoes?
And while he was in there, myself and Dave Gunning and Jake Lozon were all sitting in here playing these guitars secretly, doing our thing, because it's something to actually see these things in person, because they are literally a limited edition and something brand new to the line, which I think they've evolved to this point now where it's like, whoa, look at this thing, right? So let's see the first one, because
Sure.
I just can't wait to even show them to you. But this one here is the dreadnought version. First thing you're going to notice is not only this quilted maple, but the color of the stain, which I absolutely love this. Look at how brilliant and bright and happy that color is. It's almost, I called it pumpkiny the other day.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful. The way it just pops off the guitar. And then, of course, you have that 4+ Adirondack Torrified 5. Oh, it's a 5+.
It's a 5A.
It's a 5A. Master grade, torrified.
Red spruce top.
And then something new, a bound headstock, bound in maple with white pegs. So you've already got this vintage vibe going, white end peg with a gold screw, like this. And these, of course, as we all know, it's really difficult to play a bad Boucher because they don't exist. And these things are by far some of the most impressive guitars that the crew, him and the crew and Guillaume have come up with. We give special thanks to Guillaume and Julian and James, who are on the front lines for Robin and designing, building, repairing, advertising,
Doing
all these things, right? And there's a crew of, 30 men now?
Something like that.
It's crazy.
I lost count.
Yeah. So they're up to 600 guitars a year, and they're still putting out this type of quality that you see it and want it. And nothing can change your mind once you hear it. We were playing it. God help us. Unreal, unbelievable, just that super grand piano tone And volume, you wouldn't believe how loud this guitar is. I actually had to check my meters there because I was afraid I just cacked the system because it's that loud this close to this mic, which is about a foot away, but still unbelievable tone and clarity. And the more you play it, the more you want to play it. Is that kind of guitar. So this guitar, in my opinion, which makes this a real odd duck and a rare bird, is the fact that it's made out of quilted maple, but will still appeal to every bluegrasser,
Potentially.
right? Who are always looking for the rosewoods and the mahoganies. I was confused about this. It was really funny because I didn't know what they were, and he started to pull them out, and I was like, "Oh, this is so bright for mahogany." I thought it was mahogany. It was that warm and fat that I thought it was. I thought it was sapele,
Yeah.
like a super ooper duper, unbelievable piece of sapele.
Yeah.
He goes, "No, it's maple. It's quilted maple." I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I that's still blowing me away. That this guitar has a depth and power and bottom end being a quilted maple, but it's no shock coming from Robin and his crew. So
We've made good maples, right?
you do the best in the world. So it gets more exciting. There's the dreadnought. They also built another body size, of course.
We officially built 4 body sizes.
Yep, parlor, right?
The parlor, the OM, and the triple O. So this
So
is...
here is the OM.
There you go.
Same exact guitar, identical appointments, everything the same,
Yeah.
except it is an OM body. And as you know from watching me on this channel for years, you know that Robin makes the best small body guitars ever. That what comes out of that shop for small body guitars is just astounding. And this one's no different. You don't know what to do first. Like for a singer-songwriter or a fingerstyle player of any kind or a flat picker, this guitar will flat pick just as well as the dreadnought in a band situation. I know that because
Eddie taught, because Boucher could.
Boucher, and because I have my own OMs that I've played in big bands. So again, just it's an unbelievable.
Yeah, you can show the back of this one.
Yeah,
if you
it's
want.
just
it's a
they're
nice,
just gorgeous.
They're all a bit different and.
Yeah, but you can see they came from the same lot.
Yeah, definitely.
They picked out the lot that was going to
we
produce
got
the best
offered
guitars.
a bunch of cool sets, and we bought like a nice bunch of some of the nicest sets they had, and so 15 sets to build 15 guitars. There's going to be 2 dreads. I think it's 3 or 4 OMs, 5 or 6 triple O's, and a couple of parlors.
I wish I could afford one of these. These are not cheap, folks.
No,
they're
they're
not.
not.
But they're cheap. But they're cheaper than the U.S. equivalents.
Well,
and I can tell you that for certain fact because there's a lot going on,
yeah.
and you know companies like Collings and Santa Cruz and these companies that build this level of guitar, they're much more expensive than what. So what is the map on these guitars?
They
Generally,
go for about 95 US street price.
that's ridiculously low.
Yeah.
Because I know for certain fact that I've picked up Santa Cruz's and Collings and stuff that were 15,000 US for something like this. So 95.
We still offer a lot.
We still a lot more than pretty well anybody else, really, when it comes to sound and tone.
And then came
My baby.
your baby.
These are my favorite guitars that Robin and the crew make. This is a triple O. It's one of the biggest love affairs I ever had with guitars. Is the triple O guitars that Robin and his crew make. I started with Yogi. It moved into my signature model, which became a triple O with a cutaway. On and on it goes. This is my guitar that gets me more excited, probably than the Dreadnought in some ways. Even though it's a 12 fret guitar and I need the extra space, it still excites me to have this in my arms because it's just incredible sound.
Cool stuff, right?
This thing is just stupid. How good this guitar is, but it's just like all the others, except it has that edge. There's an edge in these guitars. Personally, speaking as a player, there's an edge in them. There's something that hasn't happened before in Boucher, and I think it has to do with the fact that it is quilted maple, and they're more aggressive than any Boucher I've ever played. They have forward tone, forward volume. You don't have to hit them hard to get 50% of the tone possible, which most guitars you have to hit them hard to get them up to 60%. And most Bouchers are like sitting comfortably at 30-40% all the time. That's just flowing out of them. These
responsiveness of
explode.
Combined to torrefied tops that create more reactiveness and more reactive tops. Yes.
So they are incredibly impressive. And I encourage you to, I think what we're going to do, especially for you guys, we don't normally do this. We're going to put time code markers on this video when we upload it, so you can A/B through the three guitars, because I think that's a interesting exercise. They are very, very different, even though they're made 100% exactly, except for body size. They're exactly the same guitar. And so I want to take a close look at these close up, because there's a lot of stuff going on here that hasn't been on previous. Not only limiteds, but previous Bouchers altogether.
Anything like the rope binding.
Yeah. That's another thing I loved.
Yeah.
That's not something you see on a Boucher very often.
Ever. First time.
That is. Yeah.
And the new binding on the there's a purfling as well now that
all the way around the edge.
All the way on top of the binding. Same thing for the headstock. The white heel cap to match the maple heel cap, matching the maple bindings, and so there's a little there's a few extra sweet little things going on.
As I've said,
the bone bridge pins.
Yeah, as I've said about these guitars before, Robin and the crew over there, none of this is new. It's been done for hundreds of years, but it's the way you combine these things with the workmanship and the materials that makes them special, and especially a company like Boucher that's so consistent. When you look at one, you go, I've seen my buddies looks like that, and then you see these and go, oh my God, it's like you can tell immediately something different's going on.
Yes,
right.
I think so. So I think the binding plays a big part into that, and.
So let's take a close look at which one do you want. We might as well do the Dread. It's got the most real estate.
Sure.
So we'll take a close look at the Dread and show you the close-ups, and And yeah, you're gonna love this. They're they're unbelievable. I can't afford one. Okay, boys and girls, here we are at the headstock of the 2026 Boucher Limited Edition, quilted maple, a whole bunch of new additions to the traditional builds that they've had in the past. This one is going to have a lot of new things that subsequently are now going to be offered as standard fare in different packs that you can order. So this is just the beginning for these guitars. Last year it was the black tops.
And the slotted headstock.
And the slotted headstock.
Yes.
And now those things are orderable, available in orders, in custom orders, and all this stuff. So
Yes.
very, very good. So it's the first, I just love this headstock. That's why I'm
beautiful,
staying
right?
on it so long. So it has that single line purfling.
Well, it's a black-white plurfing,
Yeah.
to be precise.
Then you get the standard Boucher, beautiful ebony plate, mahogany. You can see the thickness and how nice that carve is right there. It's beautiful. And then the other thing I love is the white hardware. So they got nickel tuners with the antique white buttons, which is so cool. It's bringing back the past. You know, most guitars were made that way 100 years ago because it's all they had. Now they're going back to this. It's just such a great aesthetic.
It was meant to connect, you know, all the paler sort of elements. So the Ivoroid, you know, type buttons with the maple bindings, and we'll see as we go through the guitar other.
Exactly, and also I just got to come back to that beautiful white purfling line there because it's unique for Boucher.
Yeah, it's the first time.
And it matches. It does match all of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you got a bone nut,
Yes, sir.
ebony fingerboard,
Yes.
and here we see there's that beautiful purfling line there. White, again, tying everything, coming through the nut, all the way down the side, all the way to the end of the fingerboard. And then you get the snowflakes here. And my buddy Jake Lozon mentioned quite observantly that this is such a cool mixture of inlays. So you've got the snowflakes going down to propeller.
The propeller.
And then the two UFOs. And you see take the guitar up here and we see that purfling line goes down and across. So the entire fingerboard is outlined. That's really cool. And it's a difficult job. This is not something that's done lightly. This takes a bit of engineering to get all that in there, that perfectly. And then the top, you know, a master grade Adirondack top torrified by Robin and crew is the best top you're going to find in a guitar, period. And this I love, rope binding. This rope purfling.
Another first.
Another first with the maple binding on the outside. You can see. The rope binding is deadly. That's an old... People aren't using this anymore.
Rarely.
And they should. Yamaha is using them on the new 9s. And that's why. Because they're super
classic.
Standard, very nice selection of tortoiseshell material. Abalone ring. 2 double lines with the abalone. There's our stick air.
The new limited
edition
sticker.
with the goose. There we go. Beautiful. And then come out. Look at the grain in that tub. Good God. Ebony bridge, bone, everything, including pegs.
Yeah, we use again bone pegs, bone bridge pins to again keep the
whole aesthetic.
The whole aesthetics, yes.
Yeah. Down
This
to
one
the
great too.
beautiful top. Just looking at the grain in that is amazing. So straight and so tight, and width where you need it, near the outside edges of the guitar, right? That's where it matters. That's the part of the top that's really blowing out the volume out there. course, the boys at the shop know this. That's why they're picking these tops, right?
Yeah, we're selecting tops differently since we've worked a lot on the bluegrass guitars. Like now we have different, we select tops for studios and Heritage Goose differently than the bluegrass, and then there's different flex ratios on top of that. But our ability to select the right tops to do the right job for the right guitars has evolved through the last year, essentially.
This quilted maple is amazing.
Yeah, it looks great.
Look at that. I'm
hard
gonna
to
get
get
this. I'm gonna get a light shot here. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my God. It's like a painting.
And if I'm correct, I think it's the first time we work with quilted maple as well. In the 10 years I've been there, it's the first time we use it. And it looks fantastic.
It's some of the highest quality quilted I've ever seen.
Yeah, and it's really hard to acquire too. It's not easy to find.
It's so uniform. The way the part of the boards that they picked for this has the best grain. It's just incredible how good it is. And then the last touch, our in-stripe is maple, white button. I love that. And the rope binding along the maple strip.
Yeah.
And then on the back, there is no strip.
Nope.
It is obviously a two-piece back, but there's no strip. That's different too for you guys.
Well, we do that on some models, but usually the high-end models, the exotic tone woods and stuff like that, because
you don't want to take away from the grain.
Well, it also shows ability. It shows skill, because
Yes.
to be able to glue two pieces of wood without using a back strip.
Right.
The back strip is usually used by most to basically hide the potential bad joint. So it's a kind of a safety net. So when we don't use any in certain circumstances, it shows that we can, ultimately glue these pieces together masterfully.
And look at that nice, beautiful maple end cap on the heel. You can almost, the grain looks like you could feel it. It's so pronounced. You see all the little antiquing marks on it. And then, of course, the mahogany neck, which is to die for. Robin's take on this, and the guys that are carving these necks, they're unbelievable. Profile's amazing, so playable.
And we have now a guy essentially only doing that, shaping necks to have extreme high consistency across every guitar.
And it shows. When you play it and you hold it and you feel it, you know that it's been done by hand. And you can get a basic shape with a CNC or whatever you want to do, but this has to be done by a human for this to be that good. And yeah,
And
full volute. I love that.
And by the way, the tuners are also Waverly, so
Yes.
we had to get Waverlys to get exactly the looks that we were going for. So we chose Waverly was the way to go.
Look how beautiful the carved is on that. Look at that. It's like a work of art. All the angles just there with the volute. And as you come around the front, it pops out into 3D, Beautiful guitar. So well made. So there you go. Like, it's just I spent a lot of time looking at this close up, but I can't help it because I love Boucher. I've loved them from the very beginning. And as they evolve and as Robin's team grows and all the new blood and ideas that are coming out of yourself, Guillaume, and James and Julian. Julian is one of the greatest guitar techs in the world, bar none.
I think so.
And so these guys are just like, they're running with Robin's ideas and just killing it. This is really good. And plus, you were actually, the bulk of the design of this guitar came from you, didn't it?
Yes, it's the first time in my life I ended up really taking a piece of paper and using my drawing skills that I learned through design school and really push this thing as far as we could. And
it's not easy, is it?
Well, it's a process, and you have to have the space to allow yourself to to create and put all these things together, and these new bindings for the on the headstock and the neck allowed to push it another step forward, and obviously the team took this very seriously. We spent months, James and the guys from the finishing crew, working on the right color, and they ended up nailing it after multiple tries, and okay, that's the color, and a lot of people got really excited about these guitars.
It's my favorite color of any Boucher.
Thank
I
you.
love this color the best of anything I've ever seen you guys build.
Thank you, sir.
So
Because we don't apply a lot of colors, right? We don't usually stain the wood.
You guys are all about the native qualities of the wood.
Ultimately, yeah.
So yeah. So there you go, boys and girls. The 2026 Boucher limited edition quilted maple dreadnought, exactly the same outfit, appointments, everything as the other three body styles, which are OM, Triple O, and Parlor. And once again, Boucher gives us the world a lesson in guitar building.
Thank you, JB.
So there you go, boys. There is the 2026 Boucher limited edition quilted maple, 5+ master grade tops, all the new appointments that are so beautifully subtle. And you can just tell by looking at the guitar that it's not the usual Boucher. And again, special thanks to Guillaume for driving all this way with these guitars, all the way from Montreal, and the entire crew. There's an amazing bunch of men and women working in that shop under Robin's direction and inspiration, his vision for this company, and they've always been there for him because he's such an inspirational guy that it's no wonder the guitars are so awesome, because he knows how to bring the right people in, how to keep them going, keep them motivated, which is hard in this world now. With guitars are still on the boom, but they aren't on the boom they were during the pandemic. But they're still on the boom, still going well. But you really got to have a lot of inspiration to keep going and pushing and evolving every single day. And that's what sets the entire Boucher company apart from anybody. They're just right on the cutting edge all the time, trying to outdo themselves, and they definitely did here, I think.
Thank you, sir.
So, and I always play this for Robin when I experience one of his newer guitars, because we've had so many good crying sessions over when I play this tune for him,
classic.
and you've also wept a few tears over the years.
Yes, I did.
And
I must admit.
so I'm sending this out to Robin and Diane and Julian and James and all the crew there in Berthier-sur-Mer at a very small shop. I can't imagine 30 people in there, but God knows.
Tight.
I hope they're all doing well and continue to build these phenomenal instruments that allow guys like me, all of us out here, to feel special because we get to hold one of his instruments. Thank you all. We'll see you next time on Guitar Stuff with John.